Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're putting on our YouTube growth consultant hats to investigate a pretty bizarre anomaly. We are going to dive into a fully automated workflow that produces content in under 20 minutes from start to finish. And the crazy thing, it is completely disrupting traditional, high-budget creators' strategies. So let's figure out exactly how it works. $61,000. Yeah, you heard that right. According to current stats, that is the estimated monthly revenue of a brand new channel called Zen. It is an absolutely massive figure. But what's really fascinating from a channel health perspective is just how aggressively they scaled to reach this income level. The sheer improbability of these stats is staggering. I mean, we're talking 1 month old, just 12 videos, over 14 million views. And the real kicker here, the visual style isn't polished, and it's definitely not cinematic. It is filled with intentionally terrible, low-fidelity drawings that look like they belong in a 1998 Microsoft Paint folder. So you gotta ask, why does the algorithm love it so much? To understand this, we are going to systematically reverse engineer their rapid production strategy. We'll cover the 61K case study, the AI tech stack, the timestamp secret, prompting for bad art, and finally, the 10-minute assembly. Let's get right into it. Starting with Section 1, the 61K study looking at the Zen channel. The data really just speaks for itself. Look at their top 3 videos, all posted within a single month. We're looking at 7 million, 3 million, and 1.7 million views. By pumping out these simplistic videos, the creator tapped into a massive audience instantly, projecting over 6 figures in their first 2 months. It absolutely proves that this low-barrier strategy scales incredibly fast. But from a growth perspective, why does this low-fidelity approach actually work better than, say, traditional high-quality stock footage? Well, the psychological trigger here isn't visual beauty, it's pattern interruption. The creator forces rapid visual changes every 2 to 3 seconds. This constant breakneck pacing prevents viewer fatigue. Your brain is just so busy processing the new image that it doesn't even care that the drawing is just basic stick figures. Moving on to Section 2, the AI tech stack, which is basically your automation engine. To replicate this 20-minute production style, you need a highly specific setup. First up, you install Claude Code locally. Next, you integrate an image generator called Hickfield via terminal commands. This just means you're typing text commands into a black box on your screen, no fancy, complicated interface needed. Finally, you set up TurboScribe for transcription. It takes a few keystrokes to get going, but it creates a foundation capable of running a massive, multi-channel business. All right, Section 3, the timestamp secret, because before we generate a single image, we have to prepare the script. Here are your preliminary steps. You finalize an engaging script, and then you record a human voiceover. Then you upload that audio to TurboScribe, which actually gives you 3 free transcriptions daily. Pro tip, for faster output, you can batch record a whole week's worth of scripts in one sitting and just run them through the system consecutively. Now, I want to give you a crucial channel health warning right here. When we're assessing long-term monetization, please do not rely on fully automated AI voices like 11 Labs. YouTube is increasingly demonetizing channels that sound robotic. Using a real human voiceover, whether it's yours or a hired freelancer's, is the proven, safe strategy to actually protect that potential $61,000 monthly revenue. But honestly, the real magic of TurboScribe isn't just the text, it's the timestamps. It gives us specific markers like 0 seconds, 7 seconds, 15 seconds, mapping exactly when a word is spoken. These tiny bits of data are absolutely the secret sauce for bypassing hours of tedious video editing later on. Which brings us to Section 4, prompting for bad art. So we take our timestamp script and feed it directly into our local Claude Code terminal using a brilliantly counterintuitive master prompt. You explicitly command the AI, generate images for a script, 1 image for every timestamp. You are effectively forcing the AI to read those numbers from TurboScribe and generate a unique, separate image for every single pause or new thought in your audio. And here is where you have to actively fight the AI's natural instincts. The prompt continues. Look like an extremely simple beginner drawing made in MS Paint. You literally have to intentionally demand terrible amateur sketches and ignore all those cinematic 3D styles. Ironically, it's this bizarre, relatable charm that retains audience attention, whether you're in an educational or entertainment niche. Once you hit enter, Claude runs the terminal skill in batches. For a standard script, it rapidly generates upwards of 100 distinct images. It's like an entire visual storyboard created in just minutes, giving you that massive volume of assets you need to fuel those rapid 2-second visual changes.
And finally, Section 5, the 10-minute assembly.
With our massive batch of 100+ images ready, we use one final automated hack to eliminate manual timeline editing entirely. You see, the old way involved downloading files, dropping them into your editor, and just kind of guessing where they belonged. But the Claude Code way optimizes this folder management entirely. You prompt Claude to specifically title every single image file with its exact timestamp. So instead of a file named drawing.jpg, the file names itself 0.07.jpg. I can't overstate this. This naming convention is a total game changer. In your editing software, you simply drag the named images to match the timeline seconds. File 0.00 goes from 0 to 7 seconds. File 0.07 stretches from 7 to 15 seconds. You literally just match the file name to the ruler on your timeline. You can sync the entire sequence to the audio without even needing to listen to it, condensing what used to be a heavy edit into just 10 minutes.
So there you have it, the workflow from start to finish. If intentionally bad drawings can generate massive revenue through the sheer power of rapid visual pacing and AI file management, it completely shatters the traditional barrier to entry for creators. The algorithm doesn't care about your art skills, it cares about your systems. Thanks for joining me on this explainer today. I'm going to leave you with this final thought. If a 20-minute automated system pumping out stick figures can outperform a week of professional video editing today, what will high-quality content even mean a year from now?